Hello and welcome back to Nekojishi. In the last episode, Liao and his newfound and somewhat reluctant friends of the Beastman Guardian Spirit variety went to school. That is, Liao went to school and the others kind of followed him, as no one other than Liao could see them. Only Liao could hear them bicker and almost got in trouble for it. But apart from that, it actually went out alright. He learned that Guardian Tiger had never tasted a hamburger because it has never been used as an offering for the Guardian Tiger shrine. And while he offered to buy the Guardian Tiger a hamburger, Leopard Cat told him that if Tiger were to have a hamburger, Liao would have to eat it himself, as only the essence or chi of the hamburger was what the Guardian Tiger was actually eating. They then went over to the dance club where Liao and the Leopard Cat were about to celebrate and essentially talk about what was going to happen next with the rest of the dance group. Some of the other male members of the dance club noticed that Liao and the human form of Leopard Cat was spending a lot of time together and was wondering if something was going on between them. And Liao obviously denied that, saying that they've just been spending some time together. But Leopard Cat said that yeah, they were spending a lot of time together, essentially shooting down Liao's ideas. Let's continue. I pull my Guardian Tiger and pull the daydreaming clouded leopard aside and get my butt out of there as fast as possible, quickly making my way home. I love those little cheapies. Phew, I'm exhausted. I chuck my backpack on the ground, just about ready to throw myself onto bed, but I can't take a break just yet. It's a pain, but no matter how tired I am, I just can't go to bed without having a shower. I wrestle my body away from the soft retreat and head to the bathroom, getting ready into the shower. After the shower, I get dressed and start to tidy up my room when I hear a knock from the door. It's probably Senpai. Liao, I'm home. I open the door to find Senpai locking our full-on travel suitcase down the corridor. Where is he even going to put all this stuff? Senpai, that bag is huge. Where are you even going to put it? So, just let it be my personal closet. It's a perfect fit for the front corner of your room. You just have to move your folding table out of the way. You really planned this out, didn't you? It's all because I like you, Liao. What kind of response is that? I give up on trying to reason with this guy. Senpai then invites himself into my room, humming a cheery tune while he begins making himself at home. Before I know it, he's finished setting up his stuff and is off to the bathroom. I'm so tired. I collapse onto my bed, complaining to no one but myself. Liao, I am not sure if I'm worrying too much, but I believe you should watch out for that kitten. What's wrong? Simply put, I don't trust him. I have no reason to trust some so-called Guardian Tiger who used to be a Yaoguai. So he's a Yaoguai who became a Guardian Tiger? Correct. Although I've never heard about any Leopard Cat Guardian Tigers. Even if he was genuine, he would have once been a Leopard Cat Yaoguai who had been subdued and taken in by a local god of soil. But an ex-Yaoguai is still a Yaoguai. Keep that in mind. I mean, I can't say his actions haven't been weird. I'm still not sure how I feel about him possessing Suchi to Senpai. I mean, he's Suchi for now, but what happens to the real Yan Suchi? On top of that, people are starting to think we're in a relationship. I feel bad for Yan Suchi. This will be his problem too once it's all over. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Honestly, I just need to sleep after all the drama today. I don't really care about who's sleeping with me. To avoid the fight, I just pull up my quilt and close my eyes. Senpai will probably turn off the lights anyway. I close my eyes and think. Everything that's happened, everything I could do, and the things I didn't do, they all weigh upon my mind as I fall asleep. When I wake up the next day, I feel the same soft warmth next to me. The same big cat is in my bed, sleeping away next to me. I'm glad they didn't make a drama over it last night. Sadly, I can't sleep forever. It's about time for me to leave, so I get up out of bed and get ready to go to class.
Liao, wait a minute. You should wear them warm. It's chilly outside today.
What? I'll be fine. What I had on yesterday.
You won't be fine. You only went out past noon yesterday. It's hardly the same.
Well, I'll be fine later on. Even Senpai's wearing even less than me. Yeah, Liao's right. We're young. We can handle the cold.
Ah, who cares about that kitten? Even the power of a guardian tiger won't stop his body from catching a cold, although you're different being under the protection of my blessings.
I'm not a kitten! So, if you're with me, I'll be fine.
As much as my blessing can prevent you from catching a cold, I can't help you recover from one. Yao, you're a good kid, but a few more garments won't hurt you.
Jeez, you don't have to treat me like a kid. Fine, I'll put something on. I can't argue with him, so I end up putting a thick, fluffy coat on top of what I was going to wear. I don't think I need it, but at least the fur on the inside does keep me warm. I can already tell I'll be hot after walking in it for a while. Okay, I'm heading out now. I grab my backpack and open the door. As you could guess, all 3 cats follow suit. Once I make it to class, I sit down and things get started. At least Tiger and Leopard haven't gotten into any fights so far today. Maybe my harsh words yesterday got through to them. Tiger sits in the back corner of the lecture hall, clearly disgruntled by the situation. Yep, he may not be happy about it, but at least he's not about to start a fight. Leopard sits next to me, focusing completely on the lecture. Compared to Senpai tapping away on his phone, he's an honor student. But I doubt he would understand a word the teacher's saying. Why is he trying so hard? Maybe he's trying to use his time to learn some Mandarin? Which is probably not a good idea. This is college level stuff after all. It's way too advanced. I hope he's not picking up anything weird from this. Oh, you can be pretty sure he is. I mean, I have been playing visual novels since approximately since 2013, and almost on par. Everything that have been like, I hope that X doesn't happen. Then cut to a bit later in the story, and X, surely enough, does happen. Exactly as they didn't hope. Disregarding Senpai's protest to go to a restaurant, we head to the cafeteria during lunch. After all, I did promise Tiger that I'd get him a hamburger last night. Some of the super nice hamburger restaurants around here have the best burgers though. That'd be way too expensive. I'm a poor student, you know. But eating at the cafeteria isn't romantic at all. I don't want anything romantic. What kind of person dines at a fancy restaurant every day, any day? Anyway, I mean, you know it doesn't need to be fancy. I just want to go spend time with you somewhere nice. At least just once you could have a date with me. No. Ah, Liao, you're such a big bully. How am I even bullying you? Ignoring Senpai's complaint, I go and buy 2 hamburgers. I keep on expecting that Cloud and Leopard is going to say anything, and then he just doesn't, and it gets me every time.
So this is a hamburger.
Am I seeing things, or are their eyes sparkling with desire? Tiger picks up the burger with his giant paws, the palm of which almost cover the whole thing. Then, in a single movement, he finishes the whole thing in one bite.
Not bad. The bread adds a lovely crispy mouthfeel. It works well regardless of how little meat is in it.
He then proceeds to lick his claws. It's a little scary, actually. I look back to the table just to find the whole burger just sitting there. Oh, the hamburger's still there. Didn't I tell you this yesterday? A god only consumes the chi within an offering. They don't eat the actual food, so this one's for you, Liao. So, what he ate was the chi from the burger? The chi form of the burger? I guess it makes no difference to me. Even with Senpai's explanation, it's still kind of hard to believe that that burger just got split in 2. That was only 1 burger, though. Is that even enough for you, Tiger? Even though I'm worrying about him, there's no way I could finish a 3rd burger. The other one's for Leopard anyway.
No need to worry. I just wanted to experience the taste. I'm not hungry at all. Even if I were, You wouldn't be able to eat anymore, would you now?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Although if you really wanted to give me another one, I would gladly have the one that Aborigine has.
Just as he said that, Leopard grabs his burger in a hurry, ready to eat it at a moment's notice. Oh god, these two. Leopard snares a tiger who returns with a contemptuous stare of his own. It seems like a fight could break out at any moment. That's enough. I'll get you guys hamburger tomorrow if you want them so much. I interrupt them in an effort to avoid a fight. It seems to go over well enough, but in the end, is it really the burgers they want or what? After class, I show up with Senpai at dance club. As you could guess, us coming together caused an uproar. At this point, everyone's heard the rumors of me and Senpai being in love. Before coming, I told Senpai to deny it and to keep his distance for both our sakes. It took a bit of work though. He didn't agree until I threatened to kick him out. Thank God he did though. I can finally talk to the other guys now. Even after all that, I'm still being asked about my relationship with Senpai. So, aren't you and Tsuchi Senpai in love or something? He's totally just trying to mess with me. Yeah, but for Tsuchi to publicly admit his love to someone, first time I've seen that, it doesn't feel like a joke, you know? Like, it's not something you should be embarrassed about. The only thing that's true is that we're not a thing. I don't have to deny it any more than that, right? Hey, I still don't buy it. Why else would you two be so close together then? I told you, it's all Senpai who... I can't focus on practice while being questioned like this, so I decided to take a break, taking a seat in the corner of the veranda room.
Yo, would you like me to go knock some sense into that kitten for you?
No thanks. It doesn't matter that much, even if he is being annoying. And I don't want to see them fight each other. I don't even want to think about what would happen if they got into a fight here. I try to just stop thinking about it, looking towards Leopard to distract myself. He seemed to be really into watching the other guys practice. He's moving his hands and fingers, imitating their movements. I figured he paid attention in class to learn Mandarin, but why would he learn how to dance? I end up just sitting in the corner watching Leopard and the other guys dance until the end of practice. When the club leader announces we are free to go, we all grab our stuff and head off. But suddenly some Senpai comes up to me. Hey Liao, let's go home together. Senpai, I told you not to talk to me during practice. Hey, that doesn't count now that it's over, right? You know how suspicious it looks if we're together like this. If we're really together, we can be as suspicious as we want. It just comes in from the side there. Tiger sends a fierce glare Senpai's way. Just kidding. Well, I might as well go with you, Liao. It's just simply too much of a burden to open the door for me, you know? Actually, no, I don't know. It's simply just too easy for me to open the door for you. It's okay to go home together. Senpai, as much as I want to refuse him, I don't feel like letting his hopes down all the time. Eventually I give in, letting Senpai come home with me. Oh, grow a spine, will you, Liao? It's going to be so much easier. Finally, thanks to the help of the big cats, I made it through a chaotic week. Even with all the drama they caused at the beginning, it calmed down after a few days. For now, little by little, I'm getting used to living with 3 big cat spirits. Even so, all I want to do is take a good, nice break this weekend. Alas, my serenity doesn't last long. Yeah, will you go shopping with me?
Liao, it's a good opportunity to go out this weekend. Perhaps a books or appliance store. I'm interested in them. Would you care to show me?
Keep me company. Even just after waking up, these 3 are already on me. They all want me to spend time with them too. Wait, what does Leopard want anyway? He doesn't even sound like he knows what he wants to do. Even then, I kinda get the feeling he really wants to spend some time with me too. On the other hand, I can't really refuse the other 2, even though I'd prefer to stay at home and just get some rest. It's not like I have any plans for today otherwise. So, what should I do? Okay, so just like last time, this is probably going to screw me over in the end of the story, but what can you do? Sometimes you gotta do weird stuff. Did I not have a D12 lying about? Apparently not. Well, I'll have to find one then. D2. D12, D12, D12. There you are. So, 1 to 4, it's go hang out with Tiger. 5, 6, 7, or 8, it's go somewhere with Mr. Leopard. And 9, 10, 11, or 12, it's go shopping with Senpai. 12, go shopping with Senpai it is. Well, I've gotta go out with one of you. Well, you need to at least have fun on your day off. Going to an appliance store on the weekend is way too boring, yeah?
Well, even if it were, I would still wish to go.
So, Liao, go shopping with me. This weekend is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. There's a weekend every week. But this is the first weekend of me living in Liao's apartment. To commemorate this, we need to go out and have fun. Alright, you make your point. I'll do as you say, that alright? I have no interest in arguing with Senpai, and he won't keep quiet until I agree to go out with him anyway. Yay!
Oh, Liao, if you are to go out with that kitten, I wish to keep you company.
You want to come with us?
I told you before, I'd worry if you were with that kitten alone.
You're way too overprotective, old man, but I'm okay for you to come with us. Just don't bother us on our date. This isn't a date. Liao, there's no need to be shy.
I'm fine as long as I can keep watch over Liao.
Okay, but no eavesdropping. And remember, Liao can make his own decisions. It's not up to you to control him.
Of course, it's the same to you as well.
I won't force Liao to go anyway he doesn't want to go. That alright with you, Liao? Actually, you tried to do just that several times. Senpai has constantly been trying to get me to have dinner with him after all, though it's not like I've made an effort to compromise with him either. Ah, fine, I swear. I'll behave myself today. Liao, could you please go out with me? Alright, absolutely. Let's go. Oh, that downcast face. Oh, Leopard looks disappointed. I feel bad, but I have no other choice but to ask him to take care of the place while we're out. Afterwards, I leave my apartment with Senpai and Tiger in tow. Whoa, we're here! So, Liao, is there any shopping you want to do? Anywhere you want to go? What? Well, I don't really shop for myself that much. I've only lived in Taipei for half a year. I don't really have any interest in shopping, so I rarely hung out with my classmates. In fact, I've only been to this shopping district once since I lived here. What? How can that be? Don't tell me you just stay at home every weekend. Well, there isn't much to say. He's right. I rarely go out on weekends, let alone head out into the city. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit it, but I think it's nicer at home. That's okay. I'll be your tour guide today. Shopping, eating, arcade games, or movies. What do you want to do, Liao? Why did it suddenly pan up and down? Well, let's see here. Wait, aren't you cold wearing that? It may be spring, but it's still fairly cool outside. Even if we're out in the city, it's not enough to wear a thin jacket. Oh, I'm fine. After all, I'm also a guardian tiger.
The fact that God cannot get sick won't stop your body. You should put something on. After all, it would be terrible for you to ruin Yansuchi's body.
Quit it, old man. I can look after myself all right. I know I won't get sick that easily. Even Yansuchi would wear this unless it was freezing outside. So there's really no problem with this. If anything, it's a shame I didn't dress up more for today, right, Liao? That's totally irrelevant, but he is right. I've never seen Senpai wear much. I'm fine as long as you aren't feeling cold. Just remember to tell me if you do, and we'll find something for you. It's not like we're in a shortage of clothing stores around here. The street we're on is littered with stores. Even at a brief glimpse, I see at least 2 clothing stores. However, both of them are for women. It's fine, Liao. I'll be alright. Oh, yeah, I also remembered. There's something just around here. I think you'll like it. Senpai cheerfully leads me around the corner and up to one of the street side stands. I wanted to ask Senpai what he meant, but when we get there I could pretty much figure it out. The stand before me was festooned with fuzzy stylized animal hats. They hang from the top of the stand to the floor below in vibrant rows of fuzzy color. They had a wide variety including dogs, bears, tigers, deer, raccoons, as well as a few from cartoons I didn't recognize. How about this? You think it suits me? Oh, that is kind of adorable. I'm just gonna snatch up a screenshot so that I can use it for making thumbnails. There we go. Senpai tries on a hat that looks like a husky. Wait, is it okay to try these right off the shelf? The clerk comes over and starts introducing the products for us. Honestly, I thought he'd ask Senpai to take the hat off, but he happily continues his spiel. Senpai adjusts the hat and swings around dramatically. The dangling pom-poms swoosh around in the air as he moves. Hey Liao, cute, right? Well, yeah, it's cute. Before me is a kitten, actually a leopard cat, wearing a husky hat on its head. It's actually very cute. I mean, looking at that not only does it look comfy, it does actually look pretty cute. When you think about it, his cat ears are covered by dog ears. It's a pretty strange thought. Great, so doesn't that mean that you should buy it for me, Liao? Well, why do I need to buy it? Isn't it common sense to buy a gift for your partner on a date? It's still not a date, you know. And what common sense is that? Why, Liao, weren't you just worried I was too cold? Come on, buy it please! The hat is so thick and fuzzy, and those ear flaps would cover his ears from the cold wind outside. Also, the price is pretty cheap. It wouldn't be that much of a hassle to buy it for him. But should I really get it for him just because you told me to? You know what? Buy the Huskies hat for Tsuchi Senpai. You know what? We aren't even gonna roll for this one. I'll buy it. It looks good on him. Alright, I'll buy it. I hand the money to the clerk. He gives me back my change with a smile, ignoring Senpai's weird comments. Still, I'm a little embarrassed. Senpai shouts with joy when he sees me paying for that. The pom-poms dance in the air as he bounces with excitement. I put my hand on top of his head, both to calm him down and to keep the hat from falling off. Thanks, Liao. Senpai lowers his head and gives an adorable look. Damn, how does he do that? He can't fool me. He's just trying to woo me, so I'll go to Miaoli with him, right? I won't fall for his schemes.
Are you sure he isn't doing all this on purpose?
Tiger came over just to mention that. For me to think that is one thing, but for him to say that as well... Well, now that we bought something, we should get going. Okay. We head off from the fuzzy hat store, talking to each other as we walk down the street. Senpai ends up being distracted by every shop that we walks past that interests him. Personally, I don't understand clothes, jewelry, video games and the such, but I'm happy to keep Senpai company. After a while, Senpai says he wants to get a gift for me, so he ends up getting me a husky plush toy that matches his hat. Even though it's cute, I don't think I have a place to put it. Afterwards, Senpai goes through with a few clothes stores, but doesn't end up buying anything. One store ends up trying on a large hooded jumper, showing off with all the charm he can muster, turning to me and pulling the collar down with one hand. The jumper fits him snugly, but as tempting as it is, I don't fall for his ploy. Eventually, after wandering around the whole marketplace, we return to where we started. I'm tired. We've been walking for ages at this point. I must be so visibly strained to the point where Senpai picks it up on it. Hey Liao, you look tired. Wanna take a rest and get something to eat? Yeah, but we probably shouldn't eat much this close to dinner. Well, just get something small then. I know this tasty fried chicken stall nearby.
Did you say fried chicken?
I like the small bounces at the... Where the hell did he come from? What, old man? You hungry or something?
Well, I would like to try some of Liao's food.
Offering it to you makes no difference to me, so I don't see why not. It's subtle, but I noticed Senpai grumbling under his breath when I said that. Alright, since we're all hungry, it's time to go and get some grub. Senpai brings us up to a food cart. If the line's this long, the food must be amazing. Well, let's hope it is. It took half an hour, but eventually we got some of the converted fried chicken from the food cart. Afterwards, we buy 2 cups of fruit tea from another nearby shop. Senpai attempts to hold the bag of fried chicken and his drink at the same time. Now he's trying to use the skeever to pick up the chicken from the bag as well. I hope he doesn't spill his tea everywhere.
The aroma from that fried chicken is excellent, quite different from the ordinary varieties.
Well, it is very special. A taste you'll never find anywhere else.
Oh, trying to tempt me, are you? Fine, Liao, let me try some.
With a cheeky smile, I pick up 2 pieces of chicken on a skewer and bring them up to Tiger's mouth. He bites into it and eats them directly from my hand. Whoa, you practically just spoon-fed him in public.
Not bad. The taste really is special.
Now that he's consumed the chicken is still there for me to eat. It doesn't surprise me anymore. I've seen it plenty of times, so I bite into the skewer of this decadent fried chicken. I never did think that. That came as such a surprise. I was like, oh, maybe you'll say that it's really good, or not be into it at all, but I did not expect a fanfare and sun flares on the screen. Oh, that took me by surprise. Woo! Whoa, the surface of the chicken is crisp. The soy-based sauce accompanies the juicy and chewy chicken perfectly without being salty at all. I've never had chicken like this. It is really special. It's delicious. I agree. Yeah, give me some. Senpai has his mouth open, waiting for me to feed him. Senpai, can't you just eat on your own? But if Liao doesn't feed me too, it's not fair. Senpai, unlike him, people can actually see you. Please don't embarrass me so much. What? No fair. Alright, how about just 1 piece? Yes, please. Reluctantly, I feed him 1 piece of my fried chicken. I'm worried someone saw that, but he licks his lips happily. God, it's almost like we're a real couple. Hehehe, I'm so happy to be fed by you, Liao. Senpai, sometimes you're such an idiot, you know. What? Isn't this what happens when you go out on a date? People on dates don't just feed each other in public. Senpai, do you just treat everyone like this? Like, you keep talking about us being on a date, well, so... I hesitate for just a moment. Like, what happens if I ask this and then things go badly? It'll totally ruin the atmosphere between us. I can't keep ignoring this. I've got to ask him eventually. Might as well be direct about it. Senpai, why do you want to be in a relationship with me? Senpai winks at me and swallows the chicken he was chewing on. It's because I want to stay with you, Liao. Don't you just want me so I can be the priest of your temple in Miaoli? Us being together doesn't matter to you, right? So wouldn't it just be inconvenient if I ended up being in a relationship with Senpai? If you don't want to have to bring want to have to bring Yan Chi with you to Miaoli, right? Well, that's right. Actually, maybe I'll end up taking him to Miaoli, but it doesn't matter. Like you said, it's not gonna take more than 1 year to rebuild people's worship of my temple. That means we're gonna live together for a long while, right? If that happens, I need to make sure Liao is happy with that. In that case, we wouldn't have needed to go out shopping today, huh? I mean, we'd have plenty of time together in Miaoli. Miaoli isn't nearly the same as Taipei. Miaoli is pretty much just countryside, while Taipei has all these cool shops. And Miaoli has a lot of nice places too. Oh, really? I don't know much about Miaoli. But even if you went back to Miaoli, Senpai, you wouldn't be Senpai anymore, would you? You don't really need Senpai's body to reach me anymore, and you don't need to spread these rumors about us at the club. He didn't think about that. I did it because I want to get to know you, even if it's useless to me if I leave Taipei. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't do anything against Yanshuchi's will. It wouldn't feel natural to him when I leave his body. I possess his body, so I'm responsible for him. Everything I do follows his personality and habits. So the shopping and dating are really things Yanshuchi would have done. I just have to get to know you in the same way that he would. Yeah, I guess it's not been easy for you. But there's no way I'll give up. After all, I have to get Liao to help me. Well, so then how will you be after you leave Senpai's body? At that point, you wouldn't be forced to think and act like Yan Tzu-Chi. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. At that point, you wouldn't be forced to think and act like Yan Tzu-Chi. Wouldn't you end up a completely different person? Oh, so you're worried about that? Don't worry, I possessed him in the first place since our personalities are basically the same. When that happens, I'll just make sure I don't do anything weird. It's going to be totally okay. Alright. I still think it's strange, though. Liao, you're overthinking it. Is it really not an issue? I'm still worried about it, but I guess I can't really pressure him more at this point. It's going to be fine. Trust me, okay? You have my word. Senpai moves in close. He's a bit shorter than me. Then he reaches and pats my shoulder softly with his paw. There's nothing to worry about. Oh hey, a sausage stall. I'll go buy one. Our conversation ends just as he runs away. That was close. I could almost fall for his words.
Liao, I know I've said this too many times. I still don't want you getting along with him.
That's because you still don't trust him, right?
A god who was once born a Yao Guai has no principles. The sweeter his words, the bitterer his lips. I caution you, Liao, don't trust everything he says.
But he's a god now. He isn't the same as a Yao Guai.
Even though their form might change, habits don't change that easily. One like him might do something and not even know it's wrong. Things would be fine if his Futegong kept an eye on him. But right now, this far away from his temple, there's nothing keeping him in line. Who knows what that kitten could do?
Even so.
Nevertheless, be careful.
Hey Liao, I'm back. I got some mini sausages. You too want some? Senpai shows up suddenly with a bag of marinated cocktail sausages, cutting off my conversation with Tiger.
Yes.
Oh, Tiger is essentially just a big old happy guy just looking for a snack. I love that. He's like this big and tough attitude, and then he's just like, ooh, exciting food. Well, sure. Yeah, Senpai, I'll have some. I think that's a good place to... Well, wait, let's just finish this day. We kept wandering around the marketplace, taking in the sights until we finished our dinner. Sometime later, we headed home, full after a nice night walking through the markets. Man, who would have thought shopping all day could be this tiring? As soon as I get into the door, I make a beeline straight for the bathroom, have a shower, and head to lie down on my bed. When I come out, I find Leopard sitting on my bed, waiting for me. Has he just been there waiting for me all day? I feel sorry for him. I'm still super tired, so I just lay down on my bed and use my phone. After Senpai's shower, I end up talking with him for a little while. Afterwards, we end up going to bed early for the night. And that's where we will end this episode. So, we definitely... we definitely went off on an interesting turn. What I will do off camera is that I will go back and make a save file before the changes, and I should have enough save files to do so eventually. So if it comes down to it, we'll be able to present what the different choices give, but I will do that after the main storyline has been completed. So, until next time, take care.